Come on in, guys. Let's talk about how do you know that this one is for you. When you are looking for it, you meet somebody and you thought, oh, I think this is the right man for me, or oh, this is the right woman for me, and and at the end of the day, you keep missing your soulmate, you keep missing your partner, trying to see if you can find the right person, and you might think one thing or two things or three things might like, I think this is the right man, or oh, this is the right woman. But along the line, you begin to find out that something is not right, and you begin to say, oh, guys, Mr. Right, you will never find Mrs. Right. Everything in this life is taking a risk. It's a risk. You hearing me? Everything you do in this life is a risk. You know, getting pregnant, having a baby is a risk. Driving a car on a motorway or anywhere is a risk. Eating is a risk. Sleeping is a risk. Driving a bike or a bicycle is a risk. Anything at all is a risk. Everything we do in this life, we are taking a risk. Going into a relationship with somebody you don't know before, from nowhere, it's not from your family, it's not from your village, it's not from your country, it's not your ethnic diversity or whatever. It's a risk. Everything we do in this life is a risk. So I'm going to talk about relationship. This girl, she's beautiful. I think she's the kind of girl I would go for. She's quiet. She got personality. I'll go for her. I don't think she's the right. Your other man will be telling you, I don't think she's the right person. Keep still searching. She's not the right person. Or, or the lady will be saying, oh, I'm looking for Mr. Right. How a relationship works in each other, getting to respect each other, getting to know one dislike and one like, and communication and tolerance. The basic thing in a relationship to work out fine. Okay, guys? If you say, oh, you are a woman, I'm looking for Mr. Right, oh, he's gonna be 5 feet 8 inches, he's gonna have a great personality, have money, he's gonna have a big car, a flashy home, and it doesn't work that way. It doesn't. Sometimes you see somebody, like they always say, first appearance, first outlook of first impression matters a lot, because some people don't really have a sense of dressing. So basically, when you see that man comes out from this dirty car with a rough clothes on, with his beard grown, with his hair rough, like, oh no, showing the way how to combine fashion, how to combine colors and look cute for your own taste. So, can anybody hear me what I'm talking about? So, give me a thumbs up and drop your comment about this topic that I'm talking about. So, in a relationship, a job is a risk. Say some job where they give you a contract to, you do a contract for 1 year, 6 months, and you go into that job. It's a risk. Everything we do in life is a risk. So, when you are looking for a relationship, do not look for Mr. Right. Do not look for Mrs. Begin to work out the relationship. Where can I be able to tolerate this man? Can I be able to tolerate this woman? Then from there, you start building your relationship. You know what Everybody, it's respect. You respect me, I respect you. You know how you talk to me with respect in the public, in your presence of your family, presence of your friend, in the house when me and you is alone. Everything for a good relationship to work out, for you to get that perfect communicating, keep talking to each other. Some people will say, oh, long distance relationship does not work. It depends on individuals. It depends on people. For me, it depends on agreement between Mr. B and Mrs. A. That look, I'm in California, you are in Dallas, and I really like you, and I really like us to build up our relationship. Then you both work it out. You see, my job is to work it out. So both of you can work it out. Both of you can say, okay, once, twice in a month, I will come and be visiting you when I'm off. You just do it vice versa. You keep exchanging it just like that. It will work. Then at the end of the day, you will see who will be able to relocate to each other. Yeah, am I making sense, guys? Two people watching me, one thumbs up. I need my thumbs up now. So in a relationship, you can't say, oh, I'm looking for Mr. Right, I'm looking for Mrs. Right. No way, you will never find any Mr. Right, any Mrs. Right. For you to get a Mrs. Right, as long as both of you click, that chemistry is there. You love each other, you like each other, you begin to like each other. From there, you know the relationship is by, you don't just change the person automatically, because two of you didn't grow up together, two of you are not born of the same mother or the same father. So basically what will happen is just like, keep, you can change him a little bit, but not quick. Oh, you know what, I'm a Christian, he is not a Christian, or she work out this relationship with you, blah, blah. You don't drag in just like that. It's gradually. It take process for you to be able to convince him. Show him your character, that yes, you are a genuine Christian and you want him to go to church. No, oh, no, I'm a Christian, no, I can't friend you, oh, I can't be your girlfriend, I can't marry you because you are not, you don't go to church. It doesn't work that way, darling. Even a man in the same church where you and him worship and praise God may not even fancy you to marry you. So gradually you fall into love with this guy. Gradually you prove to him that yes, he will see the handwriting on the wall, that this is a true woman of God. This is a true woman, of a girl that knows God, that has the fear of God. Okay, one day I will follow you to church. If initially he wasn't following you to church, but sometimes he gives you a lift, he drop you, say, when are you closing for church? He'll come and pick you up. Don't rush him, don't push him. Oh, come to my church, you must come to my church, come and see my pastor. No. Girl, don't do that. Do not do that. Give him time. Your character, your way of life will convince him one day and say, you know what, Rosie, I'm going to church. It's your character that convinces him. Your character convince him. Who is in the building listening? Can you? Because that is the mistake a lot of us, we do. Then you are saying, oh, every day different men are coming to you. You as a young girl. No way. If you are looking for a relationship, you cannot get everything match. Oh, we have the same everything in common. No. If the man's list is maybe 12, then you have 6 or 7 or 4, common with this guy, what he has. It's okay. You can work it out. You can't say, oh, I'm dating this guy. It's not. I don't think it's for me. So the one now that you think is for you, by the time you go into a relationship with him, you'll be surprised he will disappoint you. You cannot play a magic, or you cannot read your palm to say, oh, this man is the perfect man. This woman is the perfect woman for me. It doesn't work that way. How a relationship work is both of you need to work it out. You see, these days, you see divorce every day, and then myself is doing blah. So nobody want to come down for and say, okay, let's give it a go. No. Because of they don't have patience. They just want to leave the man. They don't. No, I'm done. Oh yeah, divorce. Let's divorce. Boom. They won't sit down and sort what is causing the problem, so that they sort it out. You are divorcing. The another woman you are going to go and marry, or another man you are going to go and marry, is the same thing you will see. If you marry a man who is cheating, oh, he first cheat, second cheat, he cheat on me, third cheat, fourth cheat, oh, no, I'm not gonna have this, something like that. Then you dump him and go and marry another person, is the same cheat, that same cheat, spirit of cheat will be following you. Are you hearing me, guys? Thank you so much, all the guys in the building. Thank you so much for coming. 2 people watching me. I have only 1 thumbs up. You see, my thumbs up is very important to me. Guys, give me thumbs up. Drop a message. In a relationship, I never have a friend. Miss A comes, Miss B comes, Miss. They say it's not all that glitter that is gold. Not everything that glitter is gold. Be careful. Don't look for what glitters. It will deceive you. What glitters is, be careful with it. Okay? There are few things you like in a person that you tolerate, and it's respect, communication, showing love, appreciate. Oh, even if it's even if whatever he buys for you, appreciate it and say, oh, in a marriage. Not, oh, only 1 bag chocolate you bought for me on my birthday. Go and look at my friend. The boyfriend bought her, Coco Chanel. What are all these, alien? Her boyfriend bought her alien. Then you are buying me this cheap. Appreciate whatever he gives to you. Appreciate each other. Are you hearing me? In a relationship, compliment each other. Appreciate each other. Show love. Okay? Oh, no. I'm looking for Mrs. Right. Oh, no. Oh, no, you are not the type I'm looking for. By the time you know it, you go and fall into the wrong one. You will never find Mr. Right. There's no Mrs. Right in this world. There is no Mr. Right on this earth that we are. All we need in a relationship, showing love, respect is very, very important. Respect one another. So if you are a young man, I'm looking for Mrs. Perfect. Oh, you'll be there looking for Mrs. Perfect. You get old, you never find Mrs. Perfect. If you are a woman as well, oh, I don't think this one is. Which one is for you? Which one do you know that is for you? There's no Mr. Perfect on this earth. There is no perfect husband to find in this world that we are today. None. You will never find a perfect husband. You are the one who is going to work at the perfect husband by yourself. By yourself. There are some men or there are some women who don't have sense of dressing. They are not. Maybe if he finds a girl or he finds a man, he can give him a little bit of change, a little bit of walkover, then change him, show him how to dress, show him fashion, put him then, he change. But you're not gonna say, this one is not for me. Oh, no. It's not my kind of man. It's not Mr. Perfect. Oh, it's not looking handsome. Oh, it's not looking gorgeous. Oh, he doesn't know how to dress. Mister, when are you gonna find the Mrs. Celebrity to marry? Hello, everybody in the building. I was talking about relationship. How do you know the Mr. Right? How do you know Mrs. Right? It's not by looking at them and saying, "Oh, I think we get on well. I think it's nice. The first day I met him, he really treated me good. He took me to, especially on the women's side now. Oh, he took me to shopping. He bought me a lot of things." That is not how to judge Mr. Right or Mrs. Right. That first day, second day, 1 week, 1 month, 3 months. Oh, she felt Mrs. Right. Then you get married, start living together. Nice. The girl, women does it a lot. Because some of them who are desperate to marry, they see this guy see, the guy to do the same thing. Oh, this guy is beautiful. This guy is very calm, very gentle. I can manipulate through this girl, and she will accept, for me to marry her. Or the girl can manipulate through the man too, and say, oh, the man will marry her. Then by the time you get married, then you begin to see your fault. What is about relationship or getting married to somebody is respect. You can never find Mr. Right. Never. If you are looking for Mr. Right, my dear, you are wasting your time. So the only way to get a Mr. Perfect or Mrs. Perfect is when, as long as you get few things in common. You don't have to have every list in common. Just few bits in common, or you don't even have anything bit in common. It doesn't really matter in a relationship, because both of you are different individuals. Or like some certain implementing each other, appreciating each other, communicating, not judging each other very well. One must give one ear to listen. Listen. Have that listening ear where you are the one. Let number first person speak. Listen. Then you reply. Be a good listener. Be a good communicator. That is how it works. That is how you see Mr. Perfect and Mr. Perfect. You're not gonna meet a man. Even if you date a girl for 6 months, 1 year, companion, if she is the right best friend in my life, guy, you are wasting your time. You are killing time. Okay? Or the guy will say, "Oh, yeah, I need to know more of him. Let's, friend for 2 months, 6 months, 1 year. Let me get to know you." Girl, you are wasting your time. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work at all. It doesn't. It does not work that way, guys. Okay? By the time you think, she's beautiful, she does all the old makeup in her face, all the mascara, put all the false eyelashes on her eyes, do all the old contour, put all the old concealer, put all the old foundation, lighting foundation, dark foundation, everything, blushing, you put everything. Then rub all the old perfume. Then you first impression, oh wow, it's good. Not all that glitters that is good. Do you understand him? You understand me? Okay. Right. Let's go on then, if you understand me. One thumbs up. Drop the thumbs up for me, okay? Thank you. Thank you so much. So if you are watching me, you are listening to me, the IQ, you got the PhD, you got the masterate degree, doctorate degree, to know that Mr. Kelly is the right man for me. Oh, Mrs. Allison, or Mrs. Rosemary, or Mrs. Whatever, she's the right perfect woman for me. Guy, it doesn't work that way. You don't judge a book by its cover. Okay? I am speaking out of my experience. All the experience I've got in life at this my age. I am telling you guys, it doesn't work that way. You modern women of these days, you modern men of these days, you judge by appearance. You judge by the kind of car the guy is riding, or you judge by the kind of university the guy has gone to. the kind of job she's working in the bank. She's a nurse, she's a this, she's a that, blah blah. It doesn't work that way, guys. Do you understand me? In a relationship, it's both of you working it out. You compromise. One need to be patient for the other one. One need to be a good listener, a good communicator. If you don't communicate well, it's not gonna work. Women of nowadays, girls of nowadays, of this 21st century, they don't have patience. They just want to, they are always in a hurry because they makeup, going in the mirror doing makeup all day, wearing all the fake makeup, putting all the old mascara, concealer, whatever you call them, eyelashes, wave on, parovia, morovia, all the fake hair. That is what they are all interested. They are not interested to sit down and work at their relationship. It doesn't matter if you, the woman, you are richer than the boy or than the man. You need to give him respect. It doesn't matter. As long as that love is there, you want to spend the rest of your life with him or you want to spend the rest of your life with her. You know, respect is reciprocal. Give me respect, I give you respect. Let us trashing on the woman or on the man. Weigh it first before you throw it out, guys. This normally happen in Africa where I come from. It doesn't happen in the Western world because it's the Western world where I've lived for a very factory worker or a cleaner somewhere or a security. In Africa where I come from, you cannot be a carpenter or a mechanic and go and marry somebody who is a doctor or a lawyer. No, they don't do that. They will say, you, what is your qualification? What university did you? So they look at the university you go to, they look at your qualification, they look at the family you come from. If you are from a poor background, they're not gonna marry you. That is what they do in Africa. But here in the Western world where I reside and that I've seen online, on internet, everything, you see you see these women or this, you see them, their husband is just ordinary bouncer or ordinary pool dancer or just what do they call it? He caught people say he has a barbing salon and he's marrying who is a nurse, who is a midwife, who work in the bank, who is a bank manager, who is a whatever manager, big time. He's just an ordinary factory worker, but he's marrying a lady who is a manager in a what is it called? In strength and water. I know a lady, she's a very big lady that they goes around in the UK checking all the water we drink. Is it water trend in a hotel for 1 week, 2 weeks? She's working, checking all the water they drink in this UK, in this part of this world. Do you know what her husband does? Her husband is just a normal guy who just have a normal job. She didn't say, with my husband. They don't do that here, but in Africa, that is what they do. They first judge you by where your family you come from, the kind of job you have, your riches before they will accept you to marry them. That is what these modern people are doing. During our time when we were growing up, we don't do that. You marry somebody because you like the person for who the person is. You rent one room and a parlor. You start, before you know it, you move to a flat. Before you know it, the guy will build his own property. But nowadays, no, it doesn't work that way. Nowadays, the women or the girls, they are looking after sugar daddy who has, and the man can be grandfather. Hi, Sarah. I'm just saying your hair is beautiful. Who is plating your African hair? What is it? Not bleaching. What is it about? What is it? Not bleaching. What is it about? What is happening on the 25th of July? What is going on the 25th of July? It for like a couple of hours now. Nobody has dropped their comment to contribute. There's no Mr. Perfect. There's no Mr. Right. There's no Mrs. Right. To sniff Mrs. Right and say, yes, this girl is the right person for me. This man is my perfect Mr. Right. It doesn't work that way. Otherwise, you continue choosing, and one day you go and choose the wrong one. The only thing where to get Mr. Perfect is a listener. You know, appreciating each other. You know, patience. You got to have a patience, tolerance, respect one another, respect one and each other. Come on, if we don't have things in common, it's not gonna work. The relationship's not gonna work. No, you are wasting your time, my dear. Because if you meet a man or you meet a woman, you both of you cannot have everything in common 100%. It might be 35%. Rugby is always on the tally, and the guy is telling you, look, woman, we need to do things quickly. We need to go to shopping or do whatever we are doing. You know, today is Saturday. I'm going to watch rugby, and they are starting at 3. You need to compromise. You need to understand. You need to respect his choice. You need to respect whatever he say he enjoys doing. So that's not gonna say, oh, no. You can't tell me you want to watch rugby at 3 o'clock. No. Come and take me to the salon. I want to fix my nail. You should compromise, guy. You should compromise. Oh, I wish I knew. I didn't know. You didn't tell me you are going crazy for rugby. You never told me. If I'd known, I wouldn't have married you. No, guy, come on. Use your number faculty. Use your brain. Be compromiser. You know? If you say, look, darling, today is Saturday. Whatever you know you got to do, I need to do it with you quickly. Maybe drop you, go to shopping, pick you up. By 3, I need to be a big issue. You know? It's compromising. That is a relationship. If you wait, you are a woman, and you keep looking, Thomas is the right person. Oh, I think James. How do you know that James is the right person? Have you lived with him for 1 year? Have you lived in one roof for 2 years? Live 24/7 as a couple for you? It doesn't work that way. You do not judge a book by its cover, and it's not everything that glitters that is gold. If you meet a man, as long as you are compatible with the man, you like his personality. The other bit about this man, you can work it out. Maybe in his way of dressing, his sense of dressing, his sense of color combination, his sense of fashion. Gradually you can change him around. Gradually, it's not by force. Gradually, it's a process. It's a process. So also apply with the woman as well. But if you are finding, oh, Mr. Perfect, Mr. George Clooney, you're gonna be in selector shoe. You're gonna you will wait you will wait till the world end. You won't find him or you won't find her. Because remember, two of you are different individuals. Remember, two of you had a different everything. How she was brought up. It's not different upbringing, different background, different culture, different way, different country, different language, different everything. Now you are coming together with this kind of a person to do a relationship or to marry. It's gradual process. You two got to click. You two got to click. You two got to tolerate a lot of things. You know, like I am I'm sorry to say white, you know, a Welsh guy. I married a Welsh man, whereby I'm a typical African woman. I like my African food. I like my eba. I like my pounded yam. I like my yam. I like my plantain. I like all the local beans, egusi, okra soup, bitter leaf soup, banga soup, fufu, everything. You see, this Welsh man doesn't eat all this thing I'm measuring now. He eats their pure English food. They do mashed potato roast where, you know, they got their own way of food. But we now come together and be living together. So we compromise. Like today, I cook my African food. I start it in the morning. I said, today, what do you want to eat? Because today, or I will eat baked beans, or I will eat this, I will eat this. So he will do his own, or sometimes I do it for him. Sometimes I give him that chance to go and to be self-independent as well, to use the kitchen to cook whatever he wants to cook. So sometimes every day we eat like normal food that he can eat as well. Like he can eat rice, he can eat fried yam, he can eat plantain, he can eat beans, black eyed beans. When I make pepper soup, not too much hot, and I make sure there's no bone in the fish, he drink it like normal soup, and he love it with bread. He cannot eat pounded yam or eba. No. He eat jollof rice. He eat soup. Because he doesn't like it, because he tell you it's sloppy, it's this, it's that. So we compromise. It's respecting one another. So most cases, me, I like English food. I like roast potato, mashed potato, roast chicken, roast beef. I like we cook them here at home as well. The other day we did mashed potato with carrot and roast chicken. You see, so it's compromising, respecting each other culture, respecting each other, you know, privacy, respecting each other. You know, right now he is downstairs watching this. I don't sit down in the late parlor to watch TV with him, because he watch rubbish. He watch all this war program, war in the 20s, that's what he watch. He like watching. So I don't sit on the. Sometimes I go in the television, in the kitchen, and sit and watch my own program, which I like to watch. So why he likes his thing in the computer, or I'm using my phone to do my own thing. No, I never. Once 6 o'clock, he's in charge of the living room. The TV is his own till 10 p.m., 10 after 11 when he comes to bed. I don't disturb him at all, because he like his program. He like to watch TV from 6 after dinner, 7 o'clock. He's rushing to go and watch all these CID programs, Vera. He like a program where they call Vera. It's about like what is it called? Like where they call those kind of program. That's what he watch, and I don't like them at all. I can't stand them. So he's always there. I don't interfere with his television when he's watching his television. I don't at all. I don't. Watching that one set program, I want to watch my house. No, it doesn't work that way. You respect one another privacy. You respect one another, whatever the person like you respect. Sometimes I say, I want to eat ham. I want to eat all this the English food. You want to eat sausage, bacon, and chips. I don't eat all those kind of food. I don't eat all those bacon, sausage. I don't eat them. Occasionally, I eat bacon where I put it in a grain. Okay, long time ago, I would eat bacon. So occasionally, I like bacon. You like it, such you like it. You leave the kitchen, you can do all those one. All I know is don't mess the kitchen, please. When you finish cooking, tidy up, and we tidy the kitchen, dry up everywhere. When you finish, you say, go and spread the kitchen. I hope I didn't mess it up. I go and spread. I say, hey, you didn't clean it, you didn't clean it. Sometimes I just ignore it and go and do it. You know? For you to say, oh, this guy looking for a relationship, when I see the man, I will know it's for me. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't, because it's not, you are not a soothsayer. Is it soothsayer? You are not a magician. Even if you read palm, you cannot read the man palm and say, oh, I think this man is the man for me. I don't believe in all those things where you go and make people to read your palm. They look up and say, oh, you're going to marry a rich man. You are wasting your time. The person who is reading your palm, check his own life, how his life is. It's like a blind man leading a blind man. A blind man. So where you will say, oh, I'm looking for this perfect woman. I'm looking for this perfect man. This is the right man for me. He's the right man for me. He's the right man for me. You will not see the perfect man. You will not see the perfect woman. There is no Mr. Right. There is no Mrs. Right on this earth that we are, guys. There is none. You need to work at your relation. You know why relationships break up this day? In the time of our forefathers in the 60s, in the 70s, even as at 80s, 50s. You don't see divorce like the way it is rampant now. It's everywhere now. Marriage these days is like I'm changing my nika. I change nika every day. I'm changing bra every day. That is how marriage is today. In the 60s, 70s, marriage when like in Africa, one, you think about the kids, you think about these children, you think about the children. But nowadays, we women, we don't think about the effect, the side effect that it will give to the children. It's all we think about is our own selfish end, our own selfishness. Don't you know broken homes affect children? Hurry to nowhere. There's no patience these days in a marriage. The ones I see on the internet, I see African people where the wife is beating the mother-in-law, or the mother-in-law and the wife is quarreling, having an argument, and the man is there videos it and put it online on the YouTube or wherever, and say, oh, my wife is beating my mother. Then you see the wife, he calls the police, oh, come and take my mother-in-law away. I can't stay in the same house with my mother-in-law. Hey. This time, 21st century, in this year 2020, we all should repent retrace our footstep, retrace our footstool, retrace from our evil ways, retrace from our greediness, retrace from our evil thoughts, evil mind, jealousy spirits, and live a righteous life, because in this year 2020 that you have never experienced it before. So everybody should live a righteous life, be holy, live a holy life, be honest, be genuine, be genuine, be genuine, because no matter the kind of money you have today, your money cannot save you. Perfect. I'm looking for Mr. Perfect. I want to get married. How do I know this man? Oh yes, when I see the man, I will know. My dear, you will risk. It's about taking a risk. Everything we do in life today is we are taking a risk. Everything we do today in life is taking a risk. It's about taking a risk. Marriage, relationship is taking a risk. It's 50-50. It's 50-50. So don't say, oh no, I will wait for the perfect time. Oh, I'm going to wait for the right man. There is no smoke that will show you that this is the right man. There is no angel that will point to you and say this is the right man. No way. Nothing like that. I am telling you, these words I'm saying today, I'm not just blabbing. I'm telling you from experience. I'm telling you for what the Holy Spirit is putting into my mouth. I didn't write what I'm saying. I didn't write it down. It's just flowing from my head. From what I've seen around me, around me since I was born up to this my age, I am telling you, there is no Mr. Perfect. You got to do that man to be perfect. You got to do your relationship to be perfect. You got to work at your marriage to be perfect. When it's for even, it's like, say you are into a marriage now, you say, oh, this marriage, I'm tired, I can't continue with this marriage. I'm tired with this marriage. I'm tired with this relationship. Oh, John, you can go now. I don't want you anymore. You start afresh again. It's gonna take you a long time. You start afresh. You start all over again before you get to know that person. You are not even sure whether it will work or not. Then you start all over again. Then you begin to it's the same problem from A that you will see from B. It's like my grandmother make a parable. He said they used to make a parable in those days where in Africa they said like a woman is in a marriage and she will be saying, oh, I wish I didn't marry Mr. John. I wish I married Paul now. Oh, my life would have been better. Oh, so when you go and marry, when you marry the first man you marry, the marriage didn't work. You say it didn't work. You want to leave that marriage. You go and marry second wife, second husband or second wife. You will now have to compare your first marriage and your second marriage. Compare the two. Are they the same? So you will not compare. By the time you compare, you start regretting, oh, I wish I knew. I would have stopped in my first marriage and just begin to sort out into a marriage where there's domestic violence. The man after drinking or the woman is domesticating the man, or the woman is domesticating, whatever they are, the way they put the English. We don't pray for such thing anyway. If you're in a relationship where there's domestic violence, that one, I'm not in support of that. A woman can be domestic to, I'm not in support at all. The one that concerns me, that I'm buttressing on, that I'm perfect. How do you know Mrs. Perfect? How do you know this is the right man? Is it by the car he rides? Is it by by his outlook, his personality, the kind of dressing, poshy clothes he put, or his perfume he rub, or the chains, the drink, everything he wore? Is that how you can dictate? Is that how you can vet man? Is that how you can know that Rosemary is the perfect woman? Is that from you judge from probably he took me out for a meal, for a drink, he buy me gift, Is that how you judge that he's the right man for you? Is that how you judge she's the right woman? Guys, 15 people watching. Can you give me a reply? Can anybody contribute here and type something, please? That's why they say you don't judge a book by its cover. That's why they said it's not everything that gilts us. That means gold and fake unplated gold. So you will all look like gold. They are all the glitters now. So the glitters now. So some earring and the unplated gold and really gold. You won't even differentiate. You won't even know which one is the gold, which one is not the gold. When you first meet somebody, you go out for a date, first date, you see how the person behaves, his character. Maybe he's stingy, he didn't take you to a date, third date, then you begin to pick it up. If he say, oh yeah, I like you, you know, let's work at this later, I like you, yeah, I think you are the person for me, let's say I go. You won't just conclude by that first scenario to say, oh, he is the right man, he is the perfect man. There is no way you will know. You can, like they say in Africa where I come from, you cannot put your hand in your nose to smell it and say, he's the right man. Oh, he's the Mrs. Perfect. There is no Mrs. Perfect. Never. Nobody is perfect on this world that we are today. You look at what is happening today. Who is perfect? Tell me, in this whole world today, in this globe that we are all living now, big time people, you know their name, everybody. Who do you think is perfect? Who do you think you trust? Who do you trust? Who do you think, oh, he's the perfect person? Oh, is the perfect this? Oh, is the perfect that? Nobody. There is nobody. Nobody on this earth. Nobody is perfect. There's no righteous person. So are you listening, guys? Thank you for listening. 5 people in the building, 1 thumbs up. So these 5 people, why are you not giving me thumbs up? Oh, you are the spy. Oh, you came to spy. Okay, I see. Or drop your comments. I need you guys to drop your comments, okay? It's like if you are, you are enjoying this my topic. Drop your comments. Let's talk this talk together. You know? Yes, let's discuss this issue about how do you know a perfect relationship? How do you know this man is perfect for you? That you don't judge it like that. You don't assess it like that. Like you see a man, the first man that came last month, it's not for me. Oh, I think this one that came last week, I think he's the right person. I think he's the perfect man. How did you know? Is it you? Do you know if? Do you know? I'm asking. Guys, can you contribute to this topic? Drop your message, drop your comments, and say yes or you say no. Is it by judging them by their personality? Is it by judging them by the way they gift, they lavish us? Is that how you judge, how you get to know that this is the Mr. Right? There is no way you will know Mr. Right, my dear. There's no Mr. Right, there's no Mrs. Right. There is nothing like, if you are looking for Mr. Right, it's you. It's like you making your bed. Like there's a saying that goes, it is how you make your bed, so you lie on it. So you got to make your relationship to be a comfortable relationship, so that you produce your Mr. Right. Oh no, I'll wait. Oh, I'm gonna wait. I'll wait. I'll wait until I find Mr. Right. Oh, I'll wait. Mega shout out to the 5 people watching me. Mega shout out to those in the building. Mega shout out to you guys. Thank And a very big thank you, a very mega shout out to you all guys. Thank you so much. And I hope you all have a lovely weekend and remain blessed. We'll continue this same topic again tomorrow probably, and have a nice, and I say bye guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, salamat. Thank you so much guys. Thank you. Have a lovely evening and bye. Thank you. Bye.